everybody! Since it's high blackberry season and I've been gathering on overtime, here's a mini episode for you fine folks about one of the healthiest wild foods you can find, Broadleaf Dock, and its sister, Curly Dock. They're both members of the buckwheat family. Docks are perennials and they grow worldwide from April to October. They have hairless, deep green leaves that may be speckled with red. Later in the growing season, docks put out a large flower stalk that turns a rusty brown when it dies. The plant is still edible in this stage. Dock grows from a deep taproot that's also edible. All parts of the plant are edible, including the roots, the leaves, the stems, and the seeds. Dock's other name, bitter dock, tells you what to expect when you eat it. The taste is comparable to any other robust bitter green, like dandelion greens. Bitterness is a taste that humans don't really appreciate so much anymore, but when it's balanced with other flavors and ingredients, I find dock to be quite delicious. To avoid the most concentrated bitterness in the plant, here's a tip. Gather the leaves toward the very top of the plant. The larger leaves toward the bottom can be a bit too papery and bitter to be palatable for most people. Nutritionally, this plant is a powerhouse. The leaves contain more vitamin C than oranges and more beta-carotene than carrots. That's true. Medicinally, dock has been used to treat many ailments, and in modern medicine, it's used to flush heavy metals out of the system. The roots are used as a tonic to cleanse the liver and the gallbladder. Just like spinach, this plant contains oxalates, which can be irritating to the digestive tract if you eat a lot of it. Also, don't eat docks if you're prone to kidney stones. Listen to your body. It will tell you when it's had enough. Here's how to eat a bitter plant. For starts, cooking greatly reduces the bitter taste, though not completely. To complement the flavor, I decided to make a very easy and very super delicious bitter greens gratin. First, I took about 2 cups of washed greens and fried them for maybe 3 to 5 minutes with some purslane and pineapple weed, cutting it into smaller pieces as I cooked it. Don't overcook, just enough to wilt the docks. Remove them from the heat and saute up some peppers and onions. About 5 to 7 minutes, or until they're soft. Add 2 tablespoons of flour and mix that all up for a minute and get the flour nice and toasty. And then add about 2 cups of cream. I know, I used half and half, sue me. Stir it all together and cook it for a minute or 2 until the cream starts to thicken. Next, add the greens back in, add a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese and stir, and then add 2 cups of cooked rice. Top this whole thing off with about a cup of shredded provolone cheese. Put it into a hot oven, 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. Take it out and let it rest a minute. Serve it in a bowl with a salad on the side to give your poor veins a rest. I put about a cup of chopped broadleaf dock in the salad, then a lot of other things, and I didn't even notice the bitterness. There are so many other dishes you can use docks in, from crackers to spanakopitas to just straight up sautéing it with garlic and olive oil and serving it as a side dish, if you're brave enough to try it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll be back very soon with a new episode after my blackberry bonanza. As always, happy foraging.